Oh, what we got?
Last couple games, you guys haven't shot the ball all that well. I guess maybe for the whole season, you guys haven't shot the ball all that well. What has it kind of said about your defense that you've been able to win kind of in ugly ways and find a way to just pull out these games and take 7 straight to start the season?
Um, no, we haven't shot the ball well. Like I think we started the game 1 for 20, and it's okay. We rely on our defense. We rely on getting stops and running up on the open floor, finding easy ones. Trying to create open shots, and sometimes we're gonna make shots, sometimes we're not gonna make shots. But just being able to win games, even I think this game and the previous game wasn't the prettiest game, but we were still able to, win the game. And it's not always gonna be pretty. Sometimes it's gonna be like that. But as long as we win, it's all good. We all can always go watch the tape and get better and improve. But at the end of the day, like we're gonna shoot the ball better. I hope we shoot the ball better. But like when we go to a game, that's not our main focus. We're not thinking, okay, let's shoot 40% from three. No, we want to defend for 48 minutes and try to make as many stops as we can. Try to make win as many 50 balls as we can. Try to rebound, try to block shots, and offensively, things gonna happen. I think we're so talented. We have guys that can make plays from Drew, Brooke, Bobby, Grayson, Chris, Joe when he comes, me, Javon. Like we have George, Jordan, Marjan, everybody. Like can make plays in the offensive end, and we just try to play, free basketball. But it all starts from defense. As long as we defend, things going to be okay offensively. We're going to figure it out.
In the last week or so, Jordan and Marjan have both gotten some opportunity, played like real rotation minutes. As one of the leaders on the team, how do you try to help young guys move along in their career and start to figure out kind of their role or how they can kind of contribute?
Always try to lead by example. Probably you can talk to both of those guys. I'm not the biggest talker. Always try to go out there and play hard. And when they come in, I never try to put pressure on them. I just want them to play free, enjoy the game as much as they can. Not worrying about me. I feel like sometimes when you're in that position, I remember when I was early in my career, I was always worrying about the vets, what they're gonna say, and I got to do the right thing, and I got to play the right way. I got to make shots, and I got to keep them happy. But at the end of the day, it's about how they're gonna improve, how they're gonna feel more comfortable out there, and as long as they get opportunities from the coaches, it's always good. It's always allows them to move forward in their career. I love Jordan. I think he's very, very talented player, and he can help this team tremendously. By starting, by coming off the bench, by defending, by knocking down shots, and I love Marjan. First year player, and he's getting minutes. He's defending really hard. He's going to knock down shots for us. He's going to be him. He's going to play hard, and I love that about him. He's not a big talker either. He very, very quiet. He goes about his business. He works extremely hard, and things are going to get easier for him as he move forward and he keep trusting. Things are going to get easier for him. But one thing that I gotta say, he's got to stay on course. He got to be. Man, this is gonna sound bad, but he gotta be stubborn. Like he gotta go out there and kind of like make things happen. Obviously things gonna come in his way, but he gotta go out there and chase it. Whenever he has the opportunity, you gotta play hard. You gotta die for balls, 50-50 balls, rebound the ball, block shots, knock down shots as many as he can. But at the end of the day, he gotta do it because he wants it, not because the vets, me, anybody else want it out of him. He gotta do it because he wants it. And both of those guys really, really want it. And I'm happy for them, and I believe they're the future of this team. We're getting old. We definitely getting old, and they're getting better. They're growing up. They understand the game more, and who knows? In probably in 3-5 years, they're gonna be the guys. If they stay healthy and they stay humble, they keep working hard, they're gonna be the main guys.
Giannis, 2 straight games against Cade Cunningham. Just what did you see from him out there, and maybe what impressed impressed you as a up-and-coming guy?
I love his game. I love the way he plays. He's never in a rush. He's added to his game, pull up twos a lot, get to his spots, around the elbows, being able to raise up over defenders, putting his shoulders into guys to create space. It feels like you can never rush him. It reminds me of Chris a lot, the way he plays. He's improved from last year to this year. I feel like the sky is the limit for him. He has a bright future, but I just love the way he carries himself. He looks. I don't know him. I haven't talked to him. I have his jersey actually from last game, but that's the only interaction we've ever had. But I like the way he carries himself. He looks like he's a very humble guy, and he's all about the game of basketball. And he leads by example. He's not. He lets his game do the talking, and he does talk a lot.
I know setting up offense is not new for you at this point, but Chris hasn't been here to this point. I know last year, when Drew was gone for a bit, you ran a little more point. We'll talk a little bit how difficult that may be. How do you think you're better now in year 10 in these situations where maybe if another playmaker isn't with you and maybe you're setting up more offense? How do you think you're better now than maybe a year ago, 2, 5, that kind of thing?
Playmaking,
just setting up the offense, setting up the team.
Just patient, understanding what I'm trying to get out of every situation, understanding what I'm trying to get to, looking at the floor, see what the open pass is before I actually start moving. I think early in my career, and if you ask a lot of young players, it's just go. And then they try to figure it out. And it's a lot of times that's going to happen, which I call instincts. You're going to let your instincts take over. But I think more now understand like how guys are moving, how guys are defending. Where I'm trying to go, I'm trying to make this guy move so I can create the open shot for the next person. Just create advantage for the next person that's next to me. But playmaking, passing, I don't know if I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if I'm better. I think I understand the game. I'm definitely better, but like maybe I'm not giving myself credit, but I think when I was younger, like my 3rd, 4th year in the league, I was more, because that's like I couldn't get to the basket. I couldn't do other things that I do now as well, and I was relying more in my playmaking abilities. Definitely helps me, when I have the ball, and somebody like Chris that has the ball probably 35% of the game. He's not here, and I can share it with Drew more. I can have it 40 or 60-40, whatever the case might be. It definitely allows me to have more reps, but I think when it comes to setting up my teammates, I think I'm better. When it comes to how I do it, I don't know if I'm better. But I don't know. I don't give myself credit, but I don't know. I'll have to watch myself.
And back to the team level, 7-0. You've been a part of a lot of win streaks at this point. Is there a momentum? Do you feel that in a streak, or is it just game to game? Like Friday, it's like you didn't win one or win 7 straight. You know what I mean? Or does it feel like when wins stack up? Can you feel that at all?
No, we just game at a time. Game at a time. Like no. How can I be polite, and not take away from our? We're playing good basketball. We're building good habits defensively. I think we are very, 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 very good. And having like Brooke out there and Drew and Javon and Bobby and everybody, Grayson, everybody's competing. Like I think it's very, very good. Building very good habits. Guys are getting involved, getting more comfortable. But at the end of the day, we have 75 more games in front of us. In game 72, you're not going to remember what happened in game 7 or in game 4. What can carry over from today to that game is our habits that we build today. I'm happy that the team is winning, but that's like second. I'm happy that the team is building good habits, like habits that you see, like, okay, we can be good even though we don't make shots. Like, it doesn't affect us. We still play hard. We still move the ball. Guys are not trying to do it by themselves. We trust one another. We live in our system. Guys after the games are lifting weights, taking care of the body. Like, we are in a very good place now. The wins are good, but everything else that comes with it that we do off the court, for me, it's way more important.
You mentioned the other day about that 7-0 start that y'all had in 2018, 19. Just kind of curious if you remember, how does this one feel different than that? Do you like the place that you guys are in better? Do you feel like you're handling better? Just what kind of, how would you compare and contrast those?
I think that one felt different, 2018, because the previous year we have won like 41 games. And we're like seventh in the East. And, starting the season 7-0, I was like, holy, like, what's going on over here, man? Like, are we going to go 82-0? But that 2018 definitely felt different. This year it's almost like, okay, we just doing our job. We're just going out there competing, doing our job, and we're winning basketball games. There's a bigger goal here that we have in mind. Obviously, we understand everybody's step by step, game by game, day by day. But yeah, I think 2000. I was more excited for 2018. That was like the first time I was a part of like a 60 win. I think we won 16 wins that year. So that was my first time being a part of something like that. That was very exciting for me. I was like, I always wanted to be a part of a winning team. So that was my first time, doing it. So that one felt really, really good. That's why I remember it. This one feels good, but it feels good more because we're building good habits.
Hey, Giannis, I don't know if you're aware, but you've now scored 30 points in 6 straight games, which matches your career-long streak. I asked Bud what stood out the most to him about your start, and he mentioned your unselfishness, and Drew echoed it as well. I'm curious, what do you attribute your strong start to this season?
I've been eating a lot of fruits before the game. I'm not gonna lie, like I'm big routine guy, and I get like what you guys call it, nectarine or peach. I don't know how you guys peach before the game. It gives me a lot of energy, makes me feel good. And then I after my pre-game shooting, I eat a banana. I haven't done that before. So I eat the peach and the banana, and I think it allows me to play better. I don't know. I'm just trying to play basketball, try to enjoy as much as I can, try to focus on the game as much as I can. Even when I'm in the game, when I'm when I'm out of the game, try to look how the game is going on, try to see where I can attack, where I can be efficient, help my team be better. And at the end of the day, I think it just comes with maturity. I know what I can bring on the table. I know there's going to be good days, there's going to be bad days. And I just try to go out there and do the best I can. And no matter what the result is, I'm okay with it. And I didn't know the stats. 6 games, 30 points. Hopefully there can be more of games that I can do that. But at the end of the day, I got to get better. I'm not at my best right now. I got to get better.
Real quick question. Obviously, you've evolved a lot in 10 years. How would you describe your game in year 10 versus year 1?
Year 1? First of all, year 1, whoo boy. That boy was a bad boy, year 1. Year 1, I saw this clip. Who showed me this clip? I think Nick Monroe. Where's Nick? Is here. He showed me a clip of me checking into the game in New York. And when I checked in the game, I was 18 at the time. Like my eyes, you could see my eyes. Like I was, like you can see like a hunger, and it's crazy to me. I was 18. I've never, be over here. And that was my first official NBA game, and in Madison Square Garden, going against I think Melo, Man Shumpert, J.R. Smith, like very good players, people that I watch on TV, like growing up. And I remember checking into the game, and I saw my eyes. I was like, man, like I had like this fearless look in my face, and I'm like, dang, like this kid like was not scared of, like he wasn't aware of what was going on. I wasn't aware of the big lights. I came from Greece. I came from a neighborhood Sepolia, and you just put me in Madison Square Garden, and I was like, yeah, I don't care. I'm just going to try the hoop, with others. And now that I'm older, I'm like, if I go back in that situation, I'm like, okay, now I'm 18, I'm scared, I'm rookie, like now that I'm, I know I've been around the league for 10 years, I'll probably be more scared now, but with that year, one kid was fearless, and he had goals, and he was a hardworking kid. And I'm extremely proud of that kid. Myself, I'm extremely proud of myself, what I've accomplished in 10 years with hard work. And hopefully in year 20, I can look back on year 10 and be proud of the way I am, that I was able to still stay humble throughout it all. And still was able to help my team win games and accomplish more in this league, and leave a legacy that my kids and my father can be proud of, and my mom can be proud of. So yeah, that year one kid was fearless. This year 10 man, he's just goofing around all the time, try to enjoy. And hopefully year 20, Giannis, he's not in a lot of pain, and still able to move and still be efficient out there. Hey, you guys.
I do feel like there's times when we could pass it a little bit better, a little bit, more on time, play with each other, and maybe get even better looks. But, we'll look at the film, and there's always in an NBA game a handful of possessions where you're in mud, and, the defense is really good or your execution is poor, or both, and you get some bad shots. But right now, I would say I feel like the looks we're getting, more of them are good, and we're just not knocking them down.
Coach, going back to defense and the 17 steals, I know in your system you're not necessarily encouraging guys to go for steals and stuff like that, but how much do you think the activity just led to them? Or did you see something different? What did you see there?
It's impossible, isn't it? So yeah, I think Javon, he stands out to me as a guy that's, creating a lot of turnovers, a lot of steals. And I think, he's a guy that's kind of a little bit contagious. We talk about Bobby being contagious, and, guys feeding off him. Drew's got a knack. So again, I think as long as we're being solid is probably most important, but, that can be a way that you can be really, help your defense and, help your, take some pressure off of, other parts of your defense. So, there's some great activity. Again, Javon really stands out to me, but Giannis, I see Giannis with 5 too. So, those guys are, really good.
You guys matched the best start in franchise history like you did a couple years ago. Why do you think you guys are clicking well so early, even missing a couple key guys?
We got some really good players. The roster that John Horst put together is deep and diverse, and obviously I think Giannis and Brooke continue to be kind of those guys that anchor us on both ends, and we got some size and physicality and athleticism on the front line, and feels like Drew's really found a good rhythm here. And different guys stepping up, Jordan off the bench, Wes off the bench, Marjan's been getting a little opportunity, Bobby, he's like a starter, so, and George, I think we've gotten good, so it's just been a good mix. The guys are playing well. I think at the end of the day, it probably, starts with us being good defensively, and we just got to continue to build on that.
Hey, Coach, tonight marked Giannis's 6th straight game of at least 30 points, which ties a career high for him in that category. I know it's as simple as Giannis being Giannis, but what do you attribute his strong start to the most?
He's just playing with a good feel. I think I like the unselfishness that he's playing with, the way he's getting to dribble handoff actions and playing with his teammates and kind of letting the game come to him, let the ball move and then getting it on a second or third, kind of reversal and then attacking. And, he's mixing in some jump shots, the fadeaway on the baseline, the pull up, face up. I like the threes he's getting and, I think he's going to make those. So he's just, it feels like he's playing a lot of different places and playing with just a good rhythm and really an unselfish heart. And, it's coming back to him. Good things are happening.
Just with Jordan, I know you mentioned kind of enjoying what he's been doing early in the season. What do you think he's kind of unlocked in finding that not trying to do too much, just making the right play? Defensively, he's been in a bunch of passing lanes. Just kind of what is there something that you attribute to or something that you've seen him kind of unlock this early part of the season?
I mean, it's, we talk to young players a lot and really all of our players. I just see such a focus and such an effort defensively that I think offense then suddenly just comes to you because you're not thinking about as much. You're not trying to do too much. You're not putting your whole impact on the game, is not just that end of the court. I just see a great focus and a great effort defensively, and he just letting the game come to him in a good way on the other end of the court.
When Javon picks up a guy full court and gets into the dribbler, how much is that a call on the sideline or just his personal choice?
No, it's pretty much who he is. I mean, we certainly encourage it or green light it. I mean, I actually have flashbacks to him at West Virginia doing it. And, I think he's done it at every team he's been with in the league. It's just, it's one of his calling cards. He's got a knack. He's great at it. And I bet not very many guards like it. And so we'll ask him to continue to do it. All right. Thank you.